At some point or another, we're all going to go through a period of shoulder pain. Data in the UK indicates that at any one time, up to 1 in 4 people are dealing with it in some form or another. What makes it one of the most common areas for problems comes down to the shoulder's ball and socket joint. While this offers the advantage of much better range of motion over other joints, it comes at the cost of reduced stability, and so is more prone to injury. The most common causes are rotator cuff, glenohumeral joint, and AC joint problems, alongside referred neck pain. But another cause, estimated to occur in about 1 in 20 people, which could be the most frustrating of all to manage day by day and maybe the least understood, is frozen shoulder. Today we're going to explain what's known to date about this condition and the evidence-based recommendations to help it. But first, as always, please take note of our disclaimer. Frozen shoulder, also referred to as adhesive capsulitis, is an insidious painful condition of the shoulder sticking around for more than 3 months. It's defined as a condition of uncertain etiology, characterized by significant restriction of both active and passive shoulder motion that occurs in the absence of a known intrinsic shoulder disorder. Besides the limited movement, severe pain that is exacerbated during the night coincides. There's much speculation and debate on what the exact causes are, but again the condition is still not fully understood. The most recognized pathology, though, is inflammation in the synovium of the shoulder with an excessive buildup of fibroblasts in the area, a type of cell that contributes to the formation of connective tissue. Frequently, adhesions around the rotator cuff interval of the shoulder are also present, arising from collagen and nodular band formation. Nevertheless, although we don't know as much about frozen shoulder as we'd like, we are at least aware of several risk factors linked to it. Primary ones include diabetes, stroke, thyroid disorder, Parkinson's disease, cancer, and complex regional pain syndrome, while secondary risk factors are from shoulder injuries or immobilization. Additionally, women are 4 times as likely to get it than men. The condition predominantly comes on between the ages of 40 to 60 and is more likely to arise in someone's non-dominant arm. The condition commonly follows a trajectory of 3 stages, illustrated by this graph. The first is the freezing stage, where the pain is at its highest and movement becomes more and more challenging. This lasts typically from 2 to 9 months. Throughout all stages, at the go-ahead from your doctor, management of the condition is focused on anti-inflammatory drugs and/or pain relief strategies. However, for the freezing stage in particular, gentle mobility exercises within the relatively pain-free range are advised to keep as much mobility as we can. A heat or ice pack is also recommended before carrying them out to lessen pain during them. Also, it's important to be aware that just showing up to physiotherapy every few days won't be enough to help range of motion. Home mobility exercises of at least 2 intervals of 5 to 10 minutes each day are especially required for frozen shoulder, since it will just keep getting stiff again between sessions otherwise. Secondly, we have the frozen stage. Even though this is where movement is most restricted and unfortunately lasts an additional 4 to 12 months, it's thankfully when the pain starts to subside. As a result, the mobility exercises can start to be supplemented with some isometric strengthening ones. One of the main purposes of this is to maintain muscle and reduce muscular imbalances in the area. Isometric strengthening exercises are better than concentric and eccentric ones at this point, since no movement will occur at the shoulder from them, meaning less of a concern of aggravating things further. Akin to the freezing stage, you can continue with a heat or ice pack before the exercises to alleviate pain. And finally, there is the thawing stage, where the pain begins to disappear and, as suggested by its name, when the frozen shoulder begins to improve functionally. However, this can often be the longest stage for many people, taking between 5 and 26 months. Since movement is on the up and the shoulder musculature is returning from several months of little use, mobilization with movement style techniques and more dynamic strengthening exercises are advised. This is to correct any imbalances that have come about in the region and prevent any other problems from happening in the future. Please get in touch with a physiotherapist for a more thorough idea of the exercises you should be doing in each phase. Are you someone who has had or is currently handling frozen shoulder? What have your experiences been? We'd love to hear from you in the comment section down below. Additionally, if you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. So that has been our video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.